Dude, honestly, I didn't think I was gonna read this many books this month. I thought I was done, to be honest, with the 5 that I read at first. And I said maybe I have like 1 or 2 more in. Hunty. I really went in with going in with the Halloweenish theme. I was like, okay. I was proud of myself. And I actually liked the books. Let's get straight into it. What's up, my beautiful peoples? Welcome back to my Liz Talks Books series, where I talk books, baby. So who is ready? I am, because I read a lot of books, a lot of good books. Ooh. So I'm gonna start off by talking about the first 5 books that I read, and then the next 5 books. I read 10 fucking books this month. I thought I was done with those 5, and I said, nah, maybe I have room for 1 more, maybe 2 more, but I had room for 5 more. And I was in, let me see the freaking calendar. Well, actually, let me see the pictures that I took that day, because I think it was like October 17, 18. And I said, dude, like I read 5 books already because they were like really good. Dude, I was reading books in 2 days. I had the thick one and I said, dude, this might take me like a week. So I probably just have 1 more because I really wanted to read this one. Come to find out, I had room for 5 more. Okay, so for the books that I read this month, ooh, I read some really good books in October, like really good ones. Very different than what I have been reading in a way, like just different vibes, different I was gonna say different characters, well duh, different characters, different authors, very different authors. I am currently reading one which I'm not gonna share yet. I'm gonna finish it before the month, but I'm still not done with it and I have to return some books, so I said I need to film because I've been putting it off and some of them automatically renew, but I don't know if they're going to automatically renew again unless somebody puts them on hold. I feel like I have room for 2 more books before the month ends, but we will see. And the one I'm on, ooh, I'm so excited. I'm already reading it, but I'm so excited to finish it and I'm so excited to share with you guys. This one I started it at the very end of September, like the last day or second to last day, I don't know, but I finished it in October and I didn't share it in last month's video. But The Therapist, this one is really good. I totally recommend it. I really like this thriller because it was in the first person. I'm pretty sure all of the thrillers that I have read have been in third person. I don't mind third person, but I just love first person because you really get to feel it. You know what I'm saying? When it's third person, it's kind of like they're telling you the story. I don't know. I just prefer first person, to be honest. This one was so interesting. Dude, like the plot twist, the freaking plot twist. I had no idea. There was like these little sections where I thought it was a certain person. I was just like, dude, what the dude, like you did not expect it coming. You did not expect it coming. And honestly, this one's not that long. It's like, I think 200 and something pages. Yeah, 290 something. 296. Dude, this one was so good. I totally recommend this one. And when I went to the library, the one that was checking me out, she was like, oh, I really love this one. And I started saying a word. I think I'm really gonna like it. Funny story, because I went to the library just to go to the bathroom, dude, because I was like, dude, I really have to pee, and I was close to the library. I was walking, so I said, obviously I'm not just gonna go to the bathroom. Like, I'll probably look around a little bit, but I'm not gonna get any books. I already have books 3. Like, why am I gonna get another one? I'm looking around at the books, and this one was just there. Like, you know how they're like in, but then there's some that are just there, like standing out, and this one was there and it was calling me. It just looks so interesting. I was like, The Therapist, I think I need to take this one, and I took it, and good thing I did because this was really good. You guys, I might sound a little bit stuffy. I have fucking allergies. I don't know if it's because of the weather or because I had some chocolate yesterday, and usually when I have dairy, it was milk chocolate, so it has dairy, I get allergies, and I'm like, fuck, like what the fuck. Anywho, I totally recommend this one. I totally recommend this one. The Therapist by B.A. Paris. Totally fucking good. They have a best-selling book, Behind the Closed Doors. I can't wait to check out more of this author's books. Like, oof, this is probably one of my favorite thrillers. This might be the top favorite. It has some crazy stuff, not that crazy, but the other thrillers that I read, like Pretty Girls, The Chain, it was just like some wild stuff. It wasn't all of them, because The Night She Disappeared wasn't as crazy. It was a little bit crazy, but not like the other ones. The Good Daughter, it wasn't as crazy, but that was, it was like, eh. Oh my god, you guys. So I read this series. Woo! I'm so excited for the 3rd book that's coming out next year, 2025. I cannot wait that long. Like, I want it now, especially because I just read these Oh! Before I Let Go and This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. You guys, these books had me crying. This is a romance. These were very different than what I normally read. Other romances, you know, I like simple stuff. And this has some like real life shit, like real life issues. It was like a fucking telenovela. It was like casos de vida real. And I was just like, whoa. Well, these two so far, it was very, I got the vibes of very like healing, self-love. And I was just like, yes, you know, like really discovering yourself and like healing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Healing before you're out here trying to see what it is that you really want. You went through some stuff and now you're just trying to heal and trying to, in a way, kind of pick up where you left off, but just improve, you know, see where life takes you now. I fucking love these books. The first one though was just like, oh my, like, it was like very sad, and it was just like, oh, like, did this really have to happen? But it did, you know, in order for, I don't want to give it away. I love the first one. The first one had me crying towards the end. It was just, the first one was kind of heartbreaking. It was just like since the beginning, I was just like, no way. It was all, you know, happy, and then it was like, sass, heartbreak. Well, for me. And I was just like, ooh. It wasn't something like somebody cheated. I was like, my dude, you really have to go and fuck around, like you really have to do this, like, but whatever. I love the first one, and the second one too. At first I did not know what to expect, because I would read the first one and I knew there was a second one, and I said, is it gonna continue? But like how? Like, so it was just like, it could go this way, it could go this way, and I was like, ah! But then once I finished the first one, I was like, okay, I know what the second one's gonna be about, because there was this issue with the certain character, and I was like, it's gonna continue on, and it's gonna continue on with this character. Sure enough, it was. But at first I was a little bit confused because it was from some character's point of view that I had no idea who the fuck it was, and I said, okay. But then I kept reading and it made sense, and this one, dude, it was just so lovely. Yeah, some shit happened, and honestly, as a child, I very much connected with both of them, because I grew up just with one so-called parent. I really understood the kids, why they act a certain way, but I also really understood the parents. Like I said, I grew up with one so-called parent, and I grew up really fast. I was both a mother and a father to myself. Like, I became a mom to myself, I became a dad to myself. Like, I'm my own sister, I'm my own brother, I'm everything to me. You never really get to know what a mother is until you become a mother, but you can see it, you know, you can observe and get the feel. Like, I am so motherly to myself. I'm a Cancer, so it's just, I'm very like motherly, and I love being like that, especially to myself, because there wasn't like really, I didn't have the mother that I wanted. I had the one that I needed in order for me to find self-love, to heal myself and all that stuff. I didn't have any emotional parent there, any parent really there for me at all, to protect me, to take care of me. I had to really do that by myself. In the first book, there was a character and there was a child. You just like feel for the kids, because I kind of felt that, parents separating and all that. And especially with the second one, and I don't want to give it away, but in the second one, there was one that went to jail, and my so-called father went to jail. So I understood how the kids felt, and you know, at a young age you don't really know, but what I loved about the second book was that she was always so honest with her kids. I went through this honesty, and I grew up fast, so I understood things, but I was always lied to. Things were kept away from me, and you can keep stuff away from your kids, but it's always the best to talk to them with the truth. You might think they don't understand, but you don't know. They might not, but at least you told them, and they'll get to it. You know, they know. They might not understand it, but they know. And some might understand. That's what I loved about it. I loved that she was honest with everything. She didn't keep them away from anything. You know, she didn't keep the father away from them either. You know, she didn't prevent them from talking to him or anything like that, or sticking things in their head. And that's what happens when you don't speak the truth. Then they might feel some type of resentment, like, why'd you lie to me? You wanted me to think this about them, this or that. Or some parents do talk bad about the parent. Homeboy did some crazy stuff, and he really did. You know, it's not like she made that up, so she was just honest. I love these books. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. I love them. I totally recommend them, and I cannot wait for the third one, you guys. The second one had me crying. It had me crying a little bit because, I mean, I'm working on healing. There's trauma that I went through, shit that I went through. You know, it was tough. It's tough growing up with a single so-called parent, not having any parent really there for you. But you know, I don't have resentment, I don't have anger. Of course it brought up some feelings, they're just feelings, you know, and I let it go. Like, I feel it and I let it go. Maybe you guys went through this too. You guys grew up with a single parent, you had a parent who went to jail, you know, who lied to you. So it's really cool when you get to connect to the characters, and sometimes it's not even the main character, sometimes it's the kids, you know. It's really cool to see stuff like this in books. So yeah. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god, I'm already tearing up. I'm literally already tearing up, and these allergies are not helping. Bright Side by Kim Holden. This one had me crying, sobbing, okay, like sobbing, screaming, like crying, like not being able to breathe. The way that this book was written was so lovely. It was so interesting. I had no idea what this one was really about. I figured it was like a romance. It started off by mentioning some other character, and I said, okay, it might be the romantic partner. And it went on, and I was like, okay, I think it is. It might be some issues, but then this and that. But then it started like hinting stuff, and I was like, okay, what happened to this person? This person, like, it mentions them, but it doesn't say what happened. But then eventually it does. And then something with the main character, and I was like, something's not right. Like, what the fuck is going on? It needs to tell me what is going on. And then there's another point of view, and I was like, hold the fuck up. I thought there was something romantic with this character, but now since this character is being mentioned, this might be the one. But you guys, it's just I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. If you do not like sad books that are going to have you crying, don't read this one. I was like 3/4 there, and I was like, why the fuck did I pick up this book? Why did I start reading this book? It's because you guys know I love nice, sweet, easy romances, and this one, it was lovely. It was lovely. Like, I got the message. I feel like with every book, it really makes you see life a certain way. It gets you thinking about stuff. It gets you thinking about life, about your choices, about what you're doing, about your happiness, your peace. So that's what's really cool about books, fiction or non-fiction. Then it started saying everything, and I was like, once it mentioned about the main character, I was done. After that, I couldn't stop crying. I was just like, no, like, I know how it's going to end now. Like, you know how it's going to end, but just how everything goes, it was so cute. It was so sad, but it was lovely. Oh my god, I want to cry. My eyes are tearing up. It's because you guys, like, it's just like, damn, you know, like, fuck, like, prepare to cry. Prepare to cry, to be sad. It's called Bright Side, and it makes you see everything on the bright side. It's sad, but there's a bright side, you know. It's just, y'all need to read it, even though it's so fucking sad. And I was like, why did I read it? Why did I pick it up? You need to read it. This one was recommended on TikTok, and the ones from Kennedy Ryan too, I saw those on TikTok. The Therapist, I just picked it up at the library. I just saw it there and I got it. This one, oh, I loved it. Go Hex Yourself. This one I also saw it on TikTok. You know how I mentioned to you guys that I wanted to read like some bar related books. It's October, maybe some like Halloweenish, not spooky and like scary, but like Halloweenish vibes. And this is like some witchy stuff, so perfect for Halloween, perfect for October. This is another one of my favorites. I give this a fucking 5. This one I loved, you guys. It was so lovely. This is perfect for October. Perfect for October. I mean, you can read it any other fucking month, to be honest. Read it in November, or if you want to wait until next October, okay then. But this is like perfect for October. I loved this one, you guys. I could not put it down. It was so lovely. This is an enemies to lovers. It was most definitely enemies to lovers, and just how they were becoming more and more lovers and enemies. It was so cute. It was so funny. She was so funny, dude. It started off so funny how she thought she was going to have this certain job, and just how she was so in denial about magic. And the reason they really started to become more of lovers was so funny, dude. I loved both of the characters. It wasn't spicy at all. There was some stuff in there, but nothing to the extreme. It was so romantic, nothing heartbreaking. There was just like something that happened, but it was like so cute. It was, oh my god, you guys. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. You guys need to read it. I totally recommend this one.
You know I don't do this in our one sitting because I gotta return the books back to the library. I filmed the ones that I have to return. So now I'm remembering, and last time when I filmed, I was in the middle of Violeta. I thought I was gonna take a while with this one too, just because I didn't know if I was going to like it. I knew it was like some type of romance type of thing, and this one I think took me maybe like 2 days, 2-3 days. I didn't know if I was gonna finish it, you know, so I didn't mention it in the video. I don't even think I told you guys that I was reading it. This one was very interesting. It was different. I got this one because it was Latin Heritage Month or something like that. I don't know, I saw on TikTok, and I wanted to check some books from some Latin authors. So I got this one, and I got another one too that I haven't read yet. I'll probably read it next month in November. I might be reading it by that time. No, I'm not gonna be reading it because I'm still done with the book. Anyhow, it was her telling her story, her romantic encounters, what she went through, and I actually liked it. It got me thinking about reading some like biographies, memoirs. Is that how you say it? Memoir? It reminded me kind of like a history book because it was explaining about things that happened, and I was looking up things like, did this really happen, or who is this, you know, this and that. Not like your typical romance type of thing, but there is some romance in there, but it's mainly just her, what she went through. I don't know if it's originally in Spanish and they translated it into English. I wouldn't have mind reading it in Spanish. I still want to read a book in Spanish, so I'm on the hunt for that. If you have any good ones, comment them down below. So this is the thick one, and I thought I was gonna take hella long reading this one because it's thick. It took me 3 days to read this. On the 3rd day, I didn't think I was gonna finish it on the 3rd day, but I was like, dude, I need to finish this now. I need to know what happens. You know, 500 pages is fucking a lot. After once you pass like half of it, you're just like, let's get something. Like, it's good in the beginning. Then after, it's just like, okay, you know. And then what happens towards the end-ish, like the drama part or whatever, the big thing, it's just kind of like, I knew something was gonna happen, and there was kind of like 2 things that happened, but then it just kind of resolved quickly. Like, I feel like it was rushed. The whole drama and everything, it was rushed, because I was really liking it. I was liking the way it was going, everything about it. But then there was this one character that was just so freaking annoying, and dude, oh my god. And then there was a point of view that I did not expect, because I thought it was gonna be the other one because I mentioned that one first. And I guess there's a second one that just came out, and there's 2 or 3 other ones before this that's not part of the series, but I saw in the video that it explains all the characters. Like, it's from characters mentioned in this one. In the beginning, I was like, who the fuck is this, who the fuck is that, like what? Like, I had to keep it in mind or go back like, oh, okay, like this is this person, this is that person. It's not part of the series, but I'm like, well, it should be if it's mentioned those characters. I don't know, but I want to read those. I'm gonna read those 2 before I go. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 before I go into the second one from this one, because I just want to get the feel of it. I saw it, and they're not 500 pages, they're like 30 something, and I'm like, dude, like 500 pages? I'm just like, and going in with the Halloweenish theme. Oh my god, you guys, this is a perfect book to read in October. This one was so cute. I really liked it. I was in between it going the way it did or going another way, and I was like, dude, the dead romantics, ooh, this is like the perfect book. Those Halloweenish vibes. I was just like, dude, is it gonna happen? Is it not? Like, what's going to happen? I couldn't put this one down. This one, I really like this one. This one was so adorable, so cute. Another one in the Halloweenish vibes. I got 3 books in the Halloweenish vibes. They did not disappoint. Bride by Ali Hazelwood. You guys, I really like this one. This one was so cute. It was very different because, I don't want to tell you guys about it, but you guys can kind of see on the cover, she's a you know what, and he's a you know what. How do you hug since the beginning? It was just very interesting. Just like, ooh, like, okay. There was points where I was like, nah, it's not gonna happen. I was like, oh, maybe it will happen. I really liked her character. She was like just very her. It was very unique, and him too. Completely different people, like we're all completely different species, but they were very cute together. It's always like the very different people, completely different from each other. It was very interesting because it wasn't just about their relationship, like the romantic relationship. She was trying to find something, so that was also another little focus about it. This one was really good. You guys totally need to read this one. I mean, you guys don't have to read them in October, but I thought it was really cool. Going in with the monthly vibes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for November, I'm trying to get into some fall vibes, and I did get some books already. Did I read them one already? No, I haven't. I still haven't read it. Okay, but The Bride, yeah, I need to read it. After reading The Dead Romantics, I was like, I have no more books. Like, I need to go to the library. So then when I went to the library, that's when I picked up Bride and 2 other books. And I said, oh, do I want to do some romance or thrillers? And I said, fuck it, we're in October. Halloweenish vibes. So I said, let me pick up some thrillers. So I did. The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. Dude, this one was really good. This is the first thriller that I finished the fastest. I finished it in 3 days. I could not put it down. I picked up these because I've read one of her books before. I got this one and I got the second one. So I'm reading the second one right now. At first it was a little bit confusing because it's in one point of view and then it's in another point of view. And those 2 are in third person. And then there's a third point of view and that one is in first person. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, you know what, the other one was like this one. So you just have to keep reading, you get it, you know, like this is this, this is that. At first I was like, fuck, third person, but I really liked it. I liked how it goes about how you uncover everything like in different, you know, because it explains what happened before, what's currently happening. And with the first person point of view, it's like them telling you, because he said the story to somebody, so it's like that is the story he's telling us, if that makes sense. It kind of tells you what happened in the beginning, not really, but it gives you an idea, and it's unfolding everything and how it went about. And I liked it because it wasn't as crazy. Like, yeah, something happened, but it wasn't like in a crazy way. I mean, it was kind of crazy what was happening to them, like why this thing happened. This person's very mysterious. Like, what is this person up to? What did this person do? I'm currently on the second one. That one is so good too. I haven't read as much as I wanted to because I was having some issue and I had to figure that out, and I was like, fuck. It's because yesterday I only read in the morning. Today's my second day with it. I read in the morning too. Hopefully I can read a little bit throughout the day. This one, so good. Next month I'll let you guys know how I like the other one. And I really want to read Then She Was Gone because this is a bestseller, and I'm like, I really want to read this one. I really like her style. She has hella books, to be honest. There's hella books there, hella thrillers. I totally recommend this one. These are all the books that I read in October. Ooh! Yesterday I was counting how many books I read. I thought I only read 9. I was like 10. I think 10 is the most books I've read in a month. I was like, oosh. And I'm really excited for November. I have one that I'm really excited, and it's very in the fall vibes, and I'm trying to get some more because I need more books. Like, after I'm gonna return these and not book list, I think I only have like 2 books in the shelf for me to read. So I need a little trip to the library, and I feel like I just went maybe like last week. Well, actually no, I should put them on hold now because a lot of them aren't at the library that I go to, and they get them from other libraries. Recommend me some fallish vibes. Recommend them. Let me know what's up. Let me know what you guys are reading. Let me know how many books you guys read in October. Let me know your TBR for November. I am really excited. I read some good books in October. Honestly, I really liked all of them, and I'd say my favorite one was Go Hex Yourself. I love that one. Woo, that one's up there for one of my favorites. And Brightside. Oh my god. And then for Brightside, I guess there's 2 after that one. It's a series, so 3 books. The second one's about Gus, and I'm like, no. Like, hopefully it's not as sad. I feel like in the beginning it might be because, you know, he's still grieving or whatever. Oh, FG. Am I ready for that? Actually, no. Okay, I'm gonna try to get in some fall ones, but I want to read that one and the third one, which is about Franco. And I was like, what the fuck is Franco? But then I remembered, and I was like, oh, that one seems very interesting. It's really, you know, like, it's calling my name. And I also want to read the one after Say You Swear, but I first want to read the other 2 or 3. I don't know how many fuck it is. That, like, the other previous ones. I don't know what. Let me see. It's the Fumbled Futures series. So Fumbled Hearts, Defenseless Hearts. But there's another one. I saw it on the thing. I think it's Dirty Curve, because that one's also based in Avix, and I guess Noah is mentioned in that one. I want to read those, and I'm gonna try to get in some fall ones. I totally forgot that I wanted to read them, so I already have some in line in my TBR. Let me know if you guys have read those. But yeah, I'm excited for November. I'll see you guys next month. I'll let you guys know what I read. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go follow me on TikTok, Liz Talks Books. That's the one where I'm all about books. I mean, you guys can follow my main one too, and my podcast one. But Liz Talks Books. I'm all about books in there. I'm in book talks. So yeah. Bye.